In this video, I'm going to show you a bunch of different designs that are making $1,000 per month on autopilot. Let's get into it. So the first one I'm going to show you is a design based around a holiday, specifically St. Patrick's Day. It's probably the biggest holiday there is to actually sell t-shirts, specifically with Merch by Amazon. Now, you can definitely go into other holidays like Christmas and 4th of July and all that kind of stuff, but St. Patrick's Day is by far the biggest one out of all of those as far as selling shirts goes. So I found this one. It's 0 Lux Given, and the reason I know that this shirt is actually selling well is if you go down and look at the Amazon bestseller rank, it's right around the 50,000 mark, and if we use the Jungle Scout estimator, we can actually go in and put in the bestseller rank in the United States in clothing, shoes, and jewelry category, and when we calculate it, it comes up with 420 sales, which is right around the correct answer. Even if it was half of that, you're still going to be making $1,000 a month from one design. So if your design sells right around the 50,000 mark, you're going to be making $1,000 a month. Now, this is definitely not something you can do with every single shirt, obviously, but once you have a few of these, it's going to bring in revenue month after month after month. So here's another one that says shut up liver, you're fine, and I'm going to show you how I found all of these here in a second towards the end of the video, so make sure to keep watching. Shut up liver, you're fine, that's a good one. You can create a different design from that. Here's another one with a leprechaun dabbing. That's a good one to use. So with the holidays shirts, you're going to find that a lot of these shirts have, similar slogans on them. So if you're going to be using these types of designs, so if you wanted to create a new design from the 0 Lux Given, you have to make sure that one, it's not a copyright or not a trademarked phrase, and the way you do that is using tmhunt.com. So we're at tmhunt.com, and if I put in 0 Lux Given and I click search and it says no data available, that means that phrase does not have a trademark, so you can actually use that phrase on different designs. So definitely don't go in and copy this exact design. Create your own kind of design from it. You could use different things related to St. Patrick's Day, like the clover type symbol. You could use leprechauns in your design, but just don't just blatantly copy it, because they will actually take your account away from you if you start copying designs. So what I'm doing here is just using a tool, which I'll get into here in a second, where I'm finding all of these designs that are selling well. So like I said, the holidays are going to work very well. The next one is birthdays. So the birthdays niche is huge, and obviously everybody who has ever been born has a birthday. So you want to focus on the milestone birthdays. So this one for 1970 is obviously for people who are going to be turning 50 here in 2020. So this is definitely a good shirt, and I don't know what this one is ranked. This one's ranked 13,000. So if we go into the Jungle Scout estimator and we type in 15,000, let's just see what that would do. They're selling 1,300 of these a month. So even if it was 50% of that, which is about 645-ish, times around $4 per unit, it's making $2,500 per month. And it's probably going to make that per month every single month this year. So if we do times 12, this one shirt is going to make you almost $31,000 minimum. So that's half of what could be possible with this design. This design could easily make 50 grand per year. So if you go in and create a number of these different designs that, say something along the lines of vintage 1970, all original parts or something like that, obviously, like I said before, you have to create this. You have to make them your own. You cannot just steal design ideas blatantly, because you will get kicked off the platform. But once you do find these, you would make 10, 20, 30 different types of designs with this 1970 kind of framework, and then you would make one for next year, so 1971, 1972, and so on. So every single year you're going to have shirts. They're going to be selling pretty well and making a decent amount of revenue for you over the long term. So here's another design that is 1970s based, so best of 1970 with a cassette on it. Old Lives Matter. This is hilarious. This isn't really towards the 50-year-old people, but it's really for people that are just generally old. And I could see someone turning 30 getting this from their friends, for their birthday. And then here's another one, March 1970. This is specific to people who were born in March. So you could do March, April, May, June, July, August, all the months, and you could have some pretty decent revenue from this. Let's see where it's ranking, right around 45,000. So this one is going to be doing pretty well through the month of March, but obviously they're going to have different designs for specific months of the year. So this one I actually found just kind of randomly. Now, when I was searching for all these other designs that are making, you know, a pretty decent amount of money every month, I saw this Monster Trucks Are My Jam shirt. Now, I'm guessing this is going to be for the youth, like they're selling a lot of kids clothing. This is definitely something that is selling pretty well. Now, if we go down to the rank, it's ranked 34,000. So if we put that in the Jungle Scout estimator and calculate the sales, it's doing about 630. If we just take 630, let's just take like 70% of that times 4. They're doing $1,800 per month in revenue from this one design. So Monster Trucks could definitely be something that is a good niche to get into. And then here's another shirt that I found kind of randomly. It says retired 2020, not my problem anymore. This is definitely a niche that you could get into and create tons of different designs from. You could probably create thousands of different retired shirts just for the year 2020. And of course you can put them into different years. So 2021, 22. Obviously, this shirt is ranking pretty well, I think, if I scroll down here. Yeah, it's ranked 18,000. So if we put 18,000 in there in the estimator for sales, over 1,000 sales a month. So this one's doing, you know, $2,000-$3,000 per month in revenue just from one of these retired designs. So what I want to do now is actually show you how I found these designs, and it was relatively fast and simple. So let's go over to the tool that I use. It's called merchresearch.com, and when you go here, this is going to search for all of the Merch by Amazon t-shirts, or if you wanted to search long sleeves or hoodies or pop sockets, you could do that. I like to use t-shirts because I think there's just more products available in t-shirt form, or, you know, not a lot of people are, you know, uploading hoodies and long sleeve shirts as compared to t-shirts. So what you can do is you can enter a search term that you want, but if you leave it blank, it's going to show a lot of the good ones, or a lot of the ones that are selling really well right now. So as you can see, it's right around St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day was actually a day or two ago. So it's going to show all these shirts that were selling really well during that time. But if you scroll through here, you can see some of the shirts that I found, like this Beard is Taken shirt. So this is for people who are getting married that have beards, and it's selling really well. It's making thousands of dollars a month, ranked right around the 50,000 mark. So you can go through here and just search and see if you can find different niches that you can get into, and then dive deeper into each niche. What you could also do is type in an actual keyword. So if you type in an actual keyword like 50th birthday, it's going to show you all of the 50th birthday shirts that are selling pretty well. So all of these, as long as it's ranked under 500,000 in clothing, shoes, and jewelry, in my mind, it's a decent seller, because even if you can sell 1 or 2 per month, you're going to be getting your money back. You're going to get a return on your investment if you are investing in these designs. But when you find a design, remember, make sure to always use TM Hunt and make sure that it does not have any trademarks. You don't want to get in trouble with any trademarks, and you don't want to be copying anything that's already on Amazon. So let's try a different search here with Merch Research. I'm going to just type in Monster Trucks or Monster Truck, and I'm going to click search, and I'm going to see there's tons of different shirts here that hopefully some of them are selling pretty well. And yeah, a lot of them are selling pretty well. A lot of them under 200,000 and under 100,000 in rank. So there's definitely a market here for kids t-shirts who like Monster Trucks. Like, this kid loves Monster Trucks. All these shirts are selling really, really well, and this is a niche you should probably get into, and it's probably a niche that you haven't really thought about. I am using a tool. It's called Amazon DS Quick View plugin. You can add it to Chrome, and it will actually show you these bestseller rankings right on the search results pages, so you don't have to actually go in and click on each one of these products to actually see where the bestseller ranking is for each one of these designs. Merchresearch.com is probably my #1 tool that I've used to find different design ideas in a lot of different niches. So even if we put in any type of niche here like wine and clicked search, we would be able to come up with tons of different best-selling designs that we know are already selling, and we can model our designs off of those ideas that we find. So if you are doing Merch by Amazon and not using merchresearch.com, I highly suggest it. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll make make sure to answer it. If you want to learn more about this and the methods that I use to actually sell print-on-demand products, you can go to my channel, click on playlists, and then merch by Amazon tutorial. I have 7 videos in here that go through everything that you need to know in order to sell print-on-demand products on Etsy and Amazon. So make sure to go check that out. Hey, if you enjoyed anything about this video and got value from it, make sure to smash that like button. Just kidding. Just tap it. I don't want you to ruin a phone and have to spend another $1,000 on a phone that you really don't need all the bells and whistles for that. But anyway, make sure to subscribe too, because I don't know.